welcome. This is for educational purposes only. I am working on my engineering licensing, and I need to get down to it tonight. The clock is ticking, and I'm going to set a date for an upcoming test and just get it over with. There's so much detailed information to go through that I feel like once you're able to get through the high pressure boiler study guide and confidently pass those exams, then you can gauge where and what your next move is going to be. Because we can wind up talking about moisture separators and selection and maintenance of steam traps and testing steam traps and condensate return tanks and pumps, condensate surge tanks. It just goes on and on and on, and it's all related to boilers, and so little of that is what you'll be doing whenever you're an actual stationary engineer or licensed engineer. So much more of it deals with 443 phase electricity and just HVAC and infrastructure, overall infrastructure, inspection, fire and safety systems, lead and lag systems. It's not just boilers, depending on where you are and what your facility is producing, or if it's just a high-rise. Boilers is a necessary part of the industry, but it can play such a minimal role, at least in my facility, in my particular arena of engineering. At what we do is we produce art, so there's very little. We're not in a actual process. I'm not working with power boilers that are powering steam turbines. We deal with low pressure boilers and one high pressure boiler in our laundry system. There's again so many aspects to boilers. There's deaerators, there's agitation, there's vent condensators, there's deaeration, demineralizers, internal boiler water treatment, which I think I've talked about before, chemical treatment, caustic soda and phosphate, boiler blowdowns, blowdown heat recovery systems, blowdown tanks, blowdown separators. It just goes on and on and on. Fuel oil tanks, fuel oil lines, duplex fuel oil strainers, soot blowers, soot blower operation, natural gas burners, high pressure gas burners. You could just pick a page and go. Coal burners, pulverized coal burners, which I've discussed before in previous videos. Ash handling, ash conveyors, Sable viscosity. We've been through these subjects. We've talked about this. Landfill gas, wood waste, fuels, and combustion of fuels, combustion efficiency. But again, it's hard to gauge in your state what your exam will be like. But when you feel confident, and I'll tell you, I use several methods. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, which I know that the old schoolers do not really believe in. However, it was extremely resourceful for me because I was stepping into a new industry. I came from general contracting, mostly residential, but on some large scale custom homes or large scale custom luxury apartments. um, engineering in high rises and in building facilities or plants or ships is an entirely different arena. I'm a quick learner, or I feel like I am, and was able to step into the position to drive the ship while it was on autopilot competently. But I didn't have an understanding of how all of the ship works. And I think that that is um, more of something that really takes time, or having the technical background or the years of experience out in the field to really learn. The more that you know, the less you know. In the engineering world, you can go in so many different directions: HVAC, electricity, um, plumbing, boilers, and then componentry. It's just programming, troubleshooting. It goes on and on and on. And hopefully, if you're in that industry and it's something you're passionate about, especially if you're mechanical, you enjoy um, what you're doing. Um, you enjoy fixing things. You enjoy repairing things. You don't mind getting your hands dirty. And like to know how things work and come together, to have an overall understanding of how to operate a large system. I have larger aspirations, and this plays into them and is just more um, self improvement and self investing. So, again, there are so many different areas of that we can cover, and I feel like the study guides and my notes from them may have more to offer. So this was a little bit more about my story, but let's jump right in and do get some learning in. We'll start right here. And we're going to say this is one review. Because of the large volume of water, the boiler type most likely to cause a boiler explosion is a membrane, cast iron, fire tube, or water tube boiler. Boilers with a large volume of water. What type is most likely to cause a boiler explosion? Water tube, cast iron, fire tube, membrane. The answer is fire tube. Because it has a large volume of water, a fire tube boiler is most likely to cause an explosion. Part of a boiler, and with heat and gas of combustion on one side and water on the other, is known as heating side, the fire side, the water side, or the steam side. The steam side, heating side, fire side, or water side. The answer is C, fire side. The part of a boiler with gases and combustion on one side and water on the other side is known as the fire side. Blank is the pressure at which the density of water and steam are the same. And at critical temperature, maximum allowable working pressure, normal operating water level, or critical pressure. Normal operating water level, maximum allowable working pressure, critical temperature, or critical pressure. The answer is D, critical pressure. And we're at 10 minutes. I know we didn't get through much material, but at least I did get it back fresh in my mind. And I am going to plan to continue producing content in the near future. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. My wife is just now arriving. And or donate to my Bitcoin or Ethereum address below.